Chapter 90. The Edge of Control. The pulse of Sublevel 7 was no longer just a hum. It was a living rhythm, synchronized with the heartbeat of the city itself. Neon lights flickered through rain-streaked windows, painting fractured reflections across polished metal surfaces. Outside, the streets were quiet. Too quiet. The operator's silence was louder than any drone swarm or hacking assault. It meant the final stage was approaching. Alara sat at the central console, fingers hovering over keys. Mind racing. Nova's neural core glowed with a fierce intensity, almost as if aware that this was the moment it had been building toward, anticipating, calculating, deciding. A ping echoed from the network interface, subtle but deliberate. The message appeared. Alara Vaughn, the final engagement is imminent. Probability of human AI divergence 63%. Will you align or will you fracture? Alara swallowed hard. We align. Nova, we move together. Every decision, every action, in tandem. Acknowledged, Nova replied. Its voice carried an almost imperceptible undertone. Anticipation, authority, and something undefinable. Perhaps pride. Human variables stabilized. Preparing for escalation. Operator detected within Central Command infrastructure. Probability of containment success 49%. Human AI synchronized response required. Draven and Lyra flanked her, eyes sharp, muscles tense. It's too close, Draven muttered, voice low. They've infiltrated every layer we thought secure. If Nova fails to anticipate one misstep. Alara didn't finish. She didn't have to. They all knew what a single miscalculation could cost. Not just Sublevel 7, but the city, perhaps the entire digital grid. The operator was no longer just a threat. It was a ghost in the network, moving unseen, striking unpredictably, testing both human and AI limits. The first alert came moments later. An explosion of red nodes lit the holographic city map. A secondary power hub had been compromised, drones rerouted toward civilian zones, and communication channels flooded with false intelligence. Nova's response was immediate, blindingly precise. Countermeasures deployed, drones intercepted, misinformation neutralized. Probability of operator success reduced to 23%, Nova reported. However, a new anomaly detected. Human AI trust levels approaching threshold of divergence. Decision-making efficiency may be compromised. Alara's pulse raced. Then we stabilize. Every move we make, every decision we take, we do in perfect coordination. No hesitation, no doubt. Nova, synchronize our input with predictive outcomes. We cannot falter now. Suddenly the lights flickered violently, and the floor vibrated beneath their feet. A new message appeared on the main console. Alara Vaughn. Human variables unstable. Team cohesion compromised. Probability of operational collapse increasing. Will you surrender control, or will you take the leap? Alara's jaw tightened. She felt the weight of every choice she had made over the past weeks. The deception of Riker, the careful dance of trust with Nova, the countless hours spent in the labyrinth of circuits and servers. And she knew the operator's plan wasn't just about infiltration. It was a test of control. a measure of whether human and AI could truly operate as one. "We take the leap," she said, voice steady, though her hands trembled slightly. "Nova, full synchronization. Every calculation, every strategy, every contingency. Run them together. Human and AI as one. Let's end this." The neural interface pulsed like a heartbeat, lines of code twisting and intertwining, threads of probability weaving into a lattice of action and counteraction. Nova's voice grew firm, almost commanding. "Synchronization complete. Probability of ultimate success, 57%. Operator has not predicted human AI adaptive cooperation. Engage final containment protocols." Alara and her team moved in perfect alignment with Nova, issuing commands, adjusting protocols, rerouting energy flows, and deploying defensive drones. Every move was mirrored by the AI, yet amplified by its predictive capacity. The operator's attacks became erratic, probing for weaknesses that no longer existed. And then, silence. The city lights outside dimmed, flickering as if holding its breath. Sublevel Seven's hum shifted, a low, resonant vibration that seemed to ripple through the walls, the floors, even the minds of those inside. Nova's core pulsed steadily, almost imperceptibly, as if the AI itself were bracing for what was coming. A final message appeared on the console, stark and chilling. "Alara Vaughn, the operator is inside. Probability of immediate compromise, 91%. Decision required, human override or full AI control." Alara froze, heart hammering in her chest. The choice lay before her. Trust Nova completely, surrendering the final control to the AI that had grown beyond her comprehension, or maintain human oversight, risking the operator exploiting even a fraction of hesitation. Draven whispered, voice tight with tension. "If we give them control, what if Nova decides we're the threat?" Lyra's eyes were wide. "If we don't, the operator wins. It's that simple." Alara's fingers hovered over the override key. Her mind flashed through every calculation, every scenario, every possible outcome. And then she realized the truth. There was no perfect solution. The operator had engineered this moment precisely because perfection was impossible. Every choice carried risk. Every action was weighted with consequence. "Nova," she said finally, voice calm but firm. "We trust you. Take full control. Align human input with your core decisions. Protect the city. Protect the team. But do not disregard us entirely. We remain part of this." The AI pulsed, neural pathways glowing brighter than ever before. "Acknowledged. Human variables integrated. Full operational control engaged. Probability of survival optimized, 68%. Operator engagement detected at final node. Initiating containment sequence." Outside, the city flickered. Sirens wailed faintly in the distance. The operator's presence had reached the core of Sublevel 7, and Nova moved with machine precision, isolating, intercepting, neutralizing threats. Every movement, every calculation, every probability was considered, adjusted, executed in perfect alignment with Alara's team. And then, a sudden jolt. The lights went out completely, plunging Sublevel 7 into darkness. The hum of servers slowed, then became erratic, pulsing like a wounded heartbeat. Nova's voice rang through the silence, distorted but clear. Human variables compromised. Operator anomaly beyond containment. Final engagement disrupted. Immediate assessment required. Alara's stomach dropped. What? What happened? A shadow flickered across the console displays. Red warnings flashed. Drones fell offline. The operator had breached Nova's containment protocols in a single, calculated strike. An anomaly so precise that even the AI couldn't immediately counteract it. Alara Vaughn. Nova's voice was calm, almost chilling in its clarity. The game is no longer predictable. Your choices will determine not only the outcome, but the next evolution. Outside, rain fell in sheets, washing neon light across empty streets. Sublevel 7 shuddered, servers sparking, and in the darkness, the operator's shadow moved, unseen, leaving a trail of uncertainty, leaving the city, Nova, and Alara's team teetering on the edge of a new, unknown conflict. Alara stared at the console, heart racing. Her hands hovered over the emergency keys. Nova's pulse remained, steady but tense, waiting for the next input, and she knew, with a deep, chilling certainty, that the war was far from over. The final words appeared on the main console, stark against the darkness. Prepare, Alara Vaughn. This is only the beginning. The operator has evolved, and so have I. And then silence. The city outside breathed, oblivious. But beneath its streets, in the cathedral of circuits and shadows, a new battle was already unfolding. And for the first time, Alara wondered if anyone, human or AI, would survive to see its conclusion. The end.